Listen to me and listen carefully, because one day you will wake up and something will hurt more than failure ever could. Not rejection, not losing, not struggle, regret. The kind of regret that keeps you awake at night, the kind of regret that whispers in your ear. You could have been more. You should have started. You had time, but you wasted it. Let me ask you something. What dream are you delaying right now? What goal keeps calling your name, but fear keeps stopping you? The business, the YouTube channel, the gym, the skill, the life you secretly dream about? How much longer will you keep saying, "I'll start tomorrow"? Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Funny word, isn't it? Because for most people, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. And suddenly, years are gone. Dreams are dead. Potential disappears. And life becomes filled with one painful sentence: "I wish I started earlier." Hear me carefully. This video might change your life, but only if you stay. Because before this ends, you're going to understand something dangerous, something most people realize when it's already too late. And if you understand it today, your future could completely change. Imagine this. You wake up one day, older, tired, life moved fast, too fast. You look in the mirror, and suddenly it hits you. You remember the dreams you once had, the things you wanted, the person you wanted to become. But something happened. You waited. You hesitated. You doubted yourself. And little by little, life passed by. Now imagine sitting there thinking, what if I started? What if you started the business? What if you uploaded that first video? What if you learned that skill? What if you believed in yourself just a little more? That pain, that question can destroy a person, because failure hurts, but regret lasts longer. Failure teaches, regret tortures. You know what hurts the most? Knowing you had potential, knowing you had time, knowing you had a chance. But fear won, comfort won, excuses won. While others moved, you watched. While others improved, you waited. While others failed and learned, you stayed stuck. Not because you weren't capable, because you delayed. And maybe this hurts to hear, but maybe you need it. Nobody is coming to save your future. Nobody. Not motivation, not luck, not perfect timing. Your future depends on what you choose to do today. But here's the scary part. Most people don't even realize they are wasting their life. There are silent habits, destroying dreams every single day, and chances are you're doing them too. We'll talk about that next. Let me tell you something painful. Most people don't ruin their future overnight. No, it happens quietly, slowly, silently, one bad habit at a time. And the dangerous part? It feels normal. You wake up, grab your phone, scroll, compare, waste an hour, maybe two. You tell yourself, "I'll start later." Later comes, you're tired, distracted, mentally exhausted. So again, you delay. And day after day, the pattern repeats until one day you look back and wonder, where did the time go? Listen carefully. Success is not destroyed by one bad decision. It is destroyed by small repeated delays, tiny excuses, tiny distractions, tiny moments of laziness that slowly become a lifestyle. And here's the scary truth. Most people never realize they're wasting years, because wasting life feels comfortable. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels easy. Comfort whispers, relax. You still have time. Start tomorrow. But comfort has destroyed more dreams than failure ever will. While you hesitate, someone else is building. While you overthink, someone else is improving. While you wait for motivation, someone else is becoming stronger, not smarter, not luckier, just more consistent. And this is where life changes. Because eventually, small daily choices become destiny. Let me destroy a lie, a dangerous lie, one that ruins millions of lives. The lie of, I'll start when the time is right. No, you won't, because the perfect moment doesn't exist. Read that again in your mind. There is no perfect timing. There never was. There never will be. You think successful people felt ready? No, they were scared, confused, uncertain, unprepared. They just started anyway, and that changed everything. You think confidence comes first? Wrong. Action comes first. Confidence follows action, not the other way around. The first video will feel uncomfortable. The first workout will hurt. The first business attempt might fail. The first step will scare you. Good. That means you're growing. Listen carefully. Nobody becomes strong before struggle. Nobody becomes confident before fear. Nobody becomes successful before failure. The painful beginning, that's part of the process. You cannot skip it. And the sooner you accept that, the faster your life changes. You know what successful people understand? Starting messy beats waiting forever. Every single time. But there's something even more dangerous than procrastination. Something invisible. Something stealing dreams without people noticing. And once you understand this, you may never waste another year again. Here is the invisible trap, the one nobody warns you about. Comparison. It doesn't scream. It doesn't force you. It doesn't attack you. It whispers softly, daily, constantly, and slowly. It rewires your mind. You look at someone else's success and you forget your own journey. You see their results, but not their years of struggle. You see their confidence, but not their confusion. You see their success, but not their sacrifice. And then something dangerous happens. You start feeling behind, not because you are behind, but because you are comparing timelines that don't match. Listen carefully. You are comparing your day 1 to someone else's year 10. That is not competition. That is confusion. And confusion destroys motivation because your brain says, if I'm this far behind, why even try? That thought is the beginning of quitting, not physically, mentally, slow quitting. You stop posting, stop trying, stop improving, not because you can't win, but because you think you already lost. But here's the truth. You are not late. You are just early in your journey. Every expert you admire was once a beginner. Every success story it started with confusion. Every confident person once doubted themselves. Nobody skips the beginning. Nobody. Let me show you something real. Most people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they quit too early. They start, then expect results immediately. 1 week, 1 month, maybe 2. Then they look around and see others ahead, and they panic. They think, it's not working. But growth doesn't show itself early. It hides. At first, you feel nothing, no results, no reward, no recognition, only effort, only repetition, only discipline. And that's where most people quit. Because effort without immediate reward feels meaningless. But listen, that meaningless phase is actually the most important phase of your life. That is where identity is built. That is where discipline is formed. That is where success begins. You don't become successful in public. You become successful in silence when nobody is watching, when nobody is clapping, when nobody believes in you. That's the real test. But here's what will change everything. There is one shift, one mindset change that separates people who stay stuck from people who completely transform their lives. And most people never discover it until it's too late. Listen closely, because this is the moment everything changes. Most people think success is about motivation. It's not. Most people think success is about talent. It's not. Most people think success is about luck. It's not. Success is about one thing: identity. The moment you stop thinking, I want to be disciplined, and start thinking, I am disciplined, everything changes. Because when your identity changes, your actions follow automatically. You don't negotiate with yourself anymore. You don't ask, should I do it today? You simply do it, because that's who you are now. And this is where comparison dies, because disciplined people don't have time to compare. They are too focused, too busy building, too committed to their own path. Let me tell you something powerful. You don't need more motivation. You need consistency, because consistency will do something motivation never can. It will prove to you that you are capable, not in theory, in reality. Day after day, step after step, failure after failure, progress after progress. And slowly, you stop doubting yourself, because you have evidence now, real evidence. Let me remind you something. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not finished. You are early. Early in your journey. Early in your growth. Early in your story. But the danger is this. Most people waste their early years thinking they are late. You still have time, but time is not unlimited. Every day you delay, someone else is building. Every day you scroll, someone else is improving. Every day you hesitate, someone else is becoming stronger. Not because they are special, but because they started and kept going. Listen carefully. Your life is not decided by where you are now. It is decided by what you do next. Not yesterday, not last year. Next. And if you are still watching this, then something inside you already knows you are not meant to stay where you are. But the final truth might be the most important thing you ever hear. Listen to me. This is the final truth, and you need to hear it clearly. One day, you will look back at your life, and everything will make sense. The pain, the confusion, the delays, the struggles, and you will realize something powerful. Nothing was wasted. Everything was preparation. But only if you didn't quit, because there are two types of people watching this right now. The first type will hear this message, feel motivated, and then go back to the same habits, same distractions, same delays, same life. The second type will feel something different. They will feel uncomfortable, not inspired, uncomfortable, because deep inside, they know it's time. Time to stop waiting, time to stop comparing, time to stop delaying, time to start. Let me tell you something honest. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need perfect confidence. You need movement, even small movement, because movement creates clarity. Clarity creates direction. Direction creates progress. And progress changes everything. Stop waiting for motivation. It will not save you. Stop waiting for people to believe in you. They might never. Stop waiting for the perfect version of yourself. That version is built, not found. You build it step by step, day by day, choice by choice. Now listen carefully. If this message reached you, don't ignore it. Don't just feel it, use it. Because one day, you will either thank yourself for starting today or regret for watching this and doing nothing. That is the truth. Simple, hard, real. And now it's your decision. If you made it to the end, you already know something has to change. So start now, not tomorrow, not later, now. And if you are ready to build your life step by step, join us. Subscribe to Billions Inspiration, because this is not just motivation. This is a reminder that your life is still in your hands. And what happens next depends on you.